Hey folks, how we doing? It's Mr. Carter here, ready to do HomeLink 1.1. Go ahead and put your name on this if you haven't yet already, and let's begin. Alright, so today we're working with place value in whole numbers, and there's a nice place value chart here to help you answer some of these questions. And I'm going to refer back to it when we come back to number 3, but we're going to go on and work with number 1 here. So we have the 8 in 203,810 is worth what? So you want to look at that 8, and you'll notice that it's in the hundreds place because we start with the ones, the tens, and then 8 is in the hundreds. So since it's in the hundreds place, the 8 is worth 800. Another way you can look at it too is find out where the 8 is and replace all these numbers with zeros, and then there you go, you got your value. So it's 8, and take that 1 and put it as a 0, and take that 0, well it's already a 0, and put it as a 0, and you got 800. Let's look at 1b. So now we're looking at the 6 in this number here, 56,143. So again, the 6 is in the thousands place because it's the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and that's the thousands, so that makes it worth 6,000. Or you can take that all the digits after the 6 and replace them with zeros, and there you go, you got your value. Alright, so let's look at letter C. We got the 7 in 573,090 is worth what? So again, we have the 7 in the 10,000s place, so that would make it worth 70,000. Go ahead and do D on your own, see how you do with that. They're looking for the value of the 1 here in this number here, 140,007. So go ahead and try to figure that one out on your own. Alright, number 2. How does the value of the digit in 489 differ from the value of the digit 4 in 5,741? So if you're looking at the 4 here in 489, the 4 there is in the hundreds place. We got 1, the ones place, the tens place, that's the hundreds place. And if you look here at the digit 4 in this number here, which is 5,741, well, the digit's in the tens place. So that would be the difference. They're asking for what's difference between those two. So the value of the 4 in 489 is 400, and the value of the 4 in 5,741 is 40. So that's the difference there. Alright, so for number 3, I'm going to refer up to our place value chart. And it says here, when the digit 6 moves left one place, its value becomes 10 times as large as it was in the previous place. So for example, the 6t is 10 times larger than the 6 in the hundreds. And so on and so on, because every time you move up a place value, you multiply by 10. So if you start here with the ones, 6 times 10 is 60, and then 60 times 10 is 600. So every time you go up, you multiply by 10. So every time you move up a place value, you multiply by 10. So let's take a look here. So the value of the 8 in 56,982 is how many times as large as the value of the 8 in 156,408. I went ahead and underlined the 8 in both numbers just because that's the digit we're looking at. You'll notice here that the 8 in this number here is in the tens place, whereas this one is in the ones place. So if we're going from ones to tens, that means it's going to be 10 times as large. So now for letter B, the value of the 8 in 800 is how many times as large as the value of the 8 in 80. So again, we're going from the tens to the hundreds, so again we're multiplying by 10, so that's 10 times as large. Let's look at now letter C. The value of the 9 in 4,934 is how many times as large as the value of the 9 in 1,290. So again, we have a digit here in the hundreds place and the digit in the tens. So again, we're going from the tens to the hundreds. So that means it's 10 times as large. Write a number that has a 7 in the thousands place, 6 in the 10,000s place, 5 in the hundreds place, 8 in the ones place, 3 in the tens place. So I'm going to just go ahead and do one of these at a time. So 7 in the thousands place, this would be the ones, the tens, the hundreds, the thousands. So the 7 belongs here. I can go ahead and cross this out because I did it. 6 in the 10,000s place. So again, if this is the thousands, that needs to be the 10,000s. So the 6 goes here. I can cross that out. 5 in the hundreds place. So again, it's the ones, tens, hundreds. So our 5 is going to go here. 8 in the ones place. So that belongs over here. And then the 3 in the tens place. And that's the only one that's left. It's asking you on the back of this page to write this number in words. So I went ahead and did it on another paper here. So it's 67,538. So again, it's 67,538. And if you made a mistake with the spelling, that's not a big deal. I'm not too worried about that, just as long as I can read it close enough. So it's 67,538. Okay, our review is some addition problems. So again, we're adding 9 plus 8, so you can count up to do that, or you might already know that fact already, and we know that 9 plus 8 is 17. Again, 7 plus 8, you can count up, or use whatever strategy works for you. That would be 15. And we're counting by tens here. We're going 30 plus 80. And that would be 110. All right, so go ahead and do 8, 9, and 10 on your own. If you need to, use a separate piece of paper to work these problems out. And that's it. So hope this was helpful, and have a good day.